forget to like and subscribe. Now please enjoy the video. Everybody, welcome back to another one of my videos. Today we'll be reviewing the Transformers Age of the Prime's razorclaw. Now before we get into the video, I just want to say that my voice is a bit off today because of the allergies that's happening over on my side of the world. So I just wanted to remind you of that. And another thing is that this figure comes out in 2026. So I was lucky enough to found him at my local Walmarts, and I was able to get him onto my studio, and now you're seeing him right now. And yeah, so if you guys get this before Christmas or before the end of 2025, this guy will definitely not be $62. He'll be $55, or at least on my side of the world. Okay, so but anyways, aside from that, let's get into razorclaw himself. So taking a look at him, Decepticon razorclaw. Let's see the detail he has from the Beast Wars. And apparently this guy's supposed to be a herald of Unicron because body was taken over by Unicron, and well, now he's in the black deco and now he's Decepticon. Let's get a closer look. You can see the detail he has, you know, down to the skirt, down to the feet. And I've noticed that he has a bit of biomechanical stuff all around him. You can see mechanical feet right there, organic feet right there, and he just looks biomechanical, you know, all around. He has the maximal sineal, even though he's a Decepticon. He has the claws on his shoulders. He has more mechanical stuff in the back, and it's more biomechanical. He has the tiger head on the side, and yeah. So, I forgot. There's these guys, these little guns up here, and yeah. So that's about it for the Transformer, or the detail for the Transformer. So, the thing is about this guy is that he is really big, and I'm not saying he's really big, like Star Optimus Titan class big, but I'm saying that he's pretty big and decent enough that if you take a look at him, just look how big he is, and especially with the wingspan all the way out, he just looks really cool. And yeah, so this guy is pretty decently, he's covered in detail. He's very nicely detailed. That's why I said covered in detailed. I mean, he is literally detailed almost everywhere. And yeah, so this guy looks pretty decent, looks pretty cool, you know. Looks nice up here on the sides. But anyways, he does have these shoulder and the articulation of this guy is insane. So without further ado, let's get into articulation. My mistake. Let's get into the weapons. Sorry. So this guy comes with a sword, another sword, a gun, another gun, and another gun. So these swords become his feathers, or they're more like knives. They're not entirely swords, but they become the swords and the wings, some of the feather wings, and yeah. But all this stuff that you see right here is just basically a repaint of the Transformers Legacy Tigerhawk. So same accessories, same things. He has just about everything. Sorry. Going to his guns. His guns are very blast effect compatible, and this one is especially, it's the universal type with the little point end. So now you can use whatever blast effect you want. These, you can use something like the Jetfire blast effect, you know, and not just that, but if you put it together, the Jetfire blast effect, you can form what looks like a big gun, and it fits. This blast effect fits him because, you know, big gun. And the cool thing about these guns is that they are handheld, and the cool thing is just move all the other weapons and accessories. Let's pull this guy down. So like I said earlier in the video, these little things, these 3-barreled cannons. Well, the cool thing about these 3-barreled cannons is that if you insert these, let's flip them over, and let's insert this one. Let's insert this one first. Let's flip this back, and then let's insert this one, and then we'll flip it back. and you see right there. Let's go to the back, and they add up as little thrusters in the back for the wings, and you can fold them inside out, and now you have big cannon guns on the top. And now, oops, my studio came apart. And like I said, this guy is pretty big, but he's not big enough to be in my big studio. So, you know what? Let's get these cardboard boxes out of the way. Alright. Aye. This guy is really big, so careful when you set him up, when you display him somewhere, because this guy is big and he will mess up your studio if you have a small studio like me. But he does have those guns. So to make him look more intimidating, you can have those guns up there. And this guy's big. Let's see. And yeah, so those are the accessories. Yeah, those, and those. And yeah, so there he is with his accessories and his detail. So instead, let me just flip these down. So now, let's get into the articulation. Alright, so let's get to the articulation. Alright, so he does have a bit of additional articulation because of the wings. So he has this connection piece that connects to the back. You can go up and down. And then he has this piece right here. It can go up and down. It can go side to side. And then he has this wing piece that goes up and down. And you can pose a bit with these wing pieces, you know. And he is big when you pose him with the wings. Same thing for the other side. And let's go to the arms. He has the full 360 arm spin at the shoulder. His shoulder can go out. And with a bicep, I think, that it can turn. He has the elbow. And no wrist rotation, though. Same thing on the other side, except that the lion head kind of just gets in the way sometimes. But it is manageable, though. And let's go to the legs. And here's the cool thing about these legs, is that it's not this entire piece. Rather, it's the leg piece, ball joints, sort of, that moves around. And then he also has this thigh rotation, knee rotation, and some more mechanical detail rotation. And they can also go past the point of a normal knee because of transformation. So if you want that, I mean, you could do that, but I don't know why anybody would do that. You can have a ankle rotation at 90. And then he does have some waist rotation. So if you want to lift up your skirt piece, it's limited, but still there. And he does have the head piece. So let me climb up here. Alright, so he has the head that can go side to side, up and down a bit. And yeah. So there you have Razorclaw. There we go. So they have Razorclaw's articulation. Now let's get into the size comparison. Alright, so let's get straight into the size comparison. Alright, so standing next to Transformers Age of the Primes, top spin. And standing next to the Transformers Age of the Primes, freeze out. I mean, you can kind of compare with the Headmasters because the Headmasters same size, always. Standing next to the Transformers Age of the Primes, Spinister. There we go. So you can see that Spinister's little tail rotor up here about makes kind of the same height. Standing next to the Transformers Age of the Primes, Spirion. You can see, and just bring him up here. You can see that he is half his size, so he's a big leader class figure. Now, standing next to the Transformers Kingdom War for Cybertron, Galvatron. He is bigger than Galvatron, actually, just by a bit. Now that we've gotten out of all the things we needed to get through, of course, the articulation, the size comparison, and the I forgot what it's called. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting everything. The details, my mistake. I forgot. But let us get into the transformation. Okay, so the first step that you want to do into transforming this guy is you want to flip out his wings like this. And then the next thing that you want to do is you want to lift up his paw up here and lift up this one. Lift up those falcon claws, I think. Or those hawk claws. Hawk. Yeah, hawk. Feet. I don't know. Whatever. This guy's a Fuzord. But you just lift up this arm right here. You know, lift up its head. Lift up this piece up here. And then... Now this guy, the head kind of gets tricky. And if you have this figure too, this head will get kind of tricky because, you know, it's the head piece and this is the main piece. But what you want to do is you want to just lift up this piece. Right. Now they should be about the same height, up close to each other. And then you want to end up just lifting up these, the arms. And I think I will scoot back so you guys can see the full transformation. So the next thing that you want to do, aside from the head pieces, is you want to come over to this over here, and then you just want to unlatch this. Unlatch here, and you want to unlatch the sides. These. Oh, oops. And I don't want this guy to fall because then my studio will fall apart. So once that is complete, he should be looking a bit goofy right now, but that's part of the transformation. Now what you want to do is you want to end up pulling these legs down in the back. It's going to be hard to see, so I'm going to do one at a time. Pull down this leg, and then you want to stretch it outwards. Stretch it out like that, and then do the exact same for the other side. And then after that, and excuse me for a quick second, allow me to edit the video. Sorry for the very quick leave. I had to go adjust something. But anyways, getting back to the transformation, where were we? Oh yeah, so let's come over here to the front. Let's pull down these arms. Keep them at the same height. You don't want them down, flopping down. And you want to pull down his head along with the skirt piece. The skirt piece should fall down. And he should be looking a bit like this, so as you can see right now. He's looking very goofy. Looks like he's doing T-pose. Looks like he's kind of doing the T-pose with his arms, and he's just bending down. But after you do that, you want to make sure that he's all the way down. Okay, once he's all the way down, you want to come over to the back. You want to pull down this piece right here, and well, I guess we can just move the wings and move these forward, and then just, you know, pull them out to the side. And yeah, so he should be good right here. He should be looking a bit like this. Okay, once that is complete, you want to end up turning around the body. Now the body should turn around in a specific way. It shouldn't turn on. You want to turn it around to where the lion piece is facing away from the head. You want the lion head to face away from the robot head, like this, and then the other shoulder to face to the head. Sorry, my voice is... Hold up. Sorry for that quick interruption. My voice is getting awkward. But anyways, going back to the transformation, we shall bring up these panels like this. And then we shall bring up the other side of the panel. And then once that is done, we shall end up start to bring this up. And once the skirt piece is up, everything should be like flipping upwards. And it's kind of hard because of how big the figure is. I don't want to knock down my studio. And I want to show you guys through the recording video. So it's gonna be hard. But then you want to pull apart the legs. So let's move them up. We're gonna pull apart the legs from the crotch and just pull them apart like that. So split his pants open, and he should be kind of like just goofy order. And I'm gonna fold forward his wings because I want to show you guys. So this is how he should be. It looks a bit funny, but this is what's needed. Then you want to pull down this piece all the way down, and then you want to fold in these legs. And then what you want to do is you want to end up taking the skirt piece, and then you want to pull it down, and it should snap somewhere within the waist. It doesn't snap necessarily, but it should just end up staying in place somewhere. Kind of looks like a T-Rex, doesn't he? I mean, if you kind of look at it, if you look at him from here, it kind of looks like either a griffin or a T-Rex. But anyways, just adjust him. Okay, he's staying. All right. So the next thing that you want to do is okay. The next thing that you want to do is you want to take the head and fold it around like that. Once that is folded around, you want to flip up the head into the front of the chest, and then his head should be hiding a bit. Next thing that you want to do is you want to come up to the arms. You want to flip this piece up. There we go. Flip this forearm piece, flip it inwards, and then you want to do the exact same on the back side. Close those, and then his hand should be missing. And then the next thing that you want to do is you want to end up pulling this front piece of the arm. Just pull it down, and then make sure that everything's just there. And then you want to close these on the shoulder, and it does take a bit of kind of adjusting around a bit. Now just kind of takes a bit of adjusting. Now it is kind of hard because you're storing the shoulder inside of a chest piece. So let's just, this is gonna be hard honestly because you're kind of squeezing everything, compacting everything together. And I'm going to have to edit the video because, well, I'm struggling right now, so let me just edit the video real quick. Okay, everybody, so it took a bit of force and a bit a while to actually close that in, but let us continue with the transformation because I don't want to tell you how much I struggled. So what you want to do is that there's this piece up here, right? There's this piece. You want to pull it forward, you want to flip it around, you want to pull it down like that. And yeah, so it should be kind of flipped down like that. You can kind of see how it's going right now. And it shouldn't like flip down to where it covers this piece. It should just be flipped like this. So then the next thing that you want to do is you want to bring forward the tiger head, and then you just want to fold it forward. It should connect somewhere within this piece. Oops. It should connect somewhere forward within this piece right here. And then after that, the next thing that you want to do, you want to just let me stand them up correctly. Alright, there we go. Right, so next thing that you want to do, sorry, come around to the back, flip these forward, and keep the skirt piece kind of facing like this. Alright, now so everything should be adding into place, and you want the lion head to stay still. You want this to fold forward. You want this to come forward too. And yeah, so far they're kind of putting together. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so after that, should be looking a bit weird, but that's kind of how he's looking. You can kind of see how this is going. You know, he just kind of like just folded down and it became what it is. But then what you want to do is you want to end up folding these. You want to keep these straight, continue keeping these guys straight. And then you want to fold this leg up. You want to fold the other leg up. And it should just end up snapping into the place. So if everything is aligned correctly, it should snap into place like that. Easy as done. So this kind of takes a bit of force to add into it, but I think, yeah, so what the thing is that it's kind of hard, but so these are supposed to peg into these, which kind of is giving me a bit of a struggle right now. And I just right now unplugged this guy. Excuse me. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to edit the video again because this guy is giving me a hard time. Alright, so let me just edit this video because this guy's giving me a really hard time. Okay, so I just finished fixing him, and I took off my jacket because I was getting hot, so yeah. Okay, so the next thing that you want to do is you want to end up folding these guys forward, and then you just want to lay them down like that, so you can kind of see how it's beginning to shape. I don't know if you guys can see. Hopefully you can. Right. So it should be looking like this. You can see how he's starting to form. Then the next thing you want to do is you want to pull this. And excuse me because my brother is starting to yell. Okay, so sorry for the quick pause. But anyways. Oh gosh. My allergies are really getting in this way. The video. But then you want to pull down the headpiece, you know. Just pull it down. Okay, let's pull this. Or, I'm sorry, my mistake. We're supposed to fold it around the arm like this. I'm sorry. And then we're supposed to pull these guys down. And then we're supposed to clip it in. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I misguided you. But anyways, so you can see that he's almost complete. He's not complete yet, but he's almost. He's right there. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to come over here to his feet. And then, oh no, there you go. Alright, so it's putting together pretty good. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to come to these feet and you want to fold these out. These purple calves, and then just fold this around like that. And fold these heel pieces up. Fold out the feet, and then you want to fold it like this. And now he has those tiger hawk like legs. And let's just keep everything together. Alright, so now the next step that you want to do is not complete yet. The next thing that you want to do is you want to come over here to the back. Want to pitch up his hind legs to where they actually look like a bird. And like this. To where it looks like a bird leg. And now let's come to the front of him. Pull down the skirt piece. And you should fold in his legs like that. And then after that is all complete. Now you have a razor claw complete. Or almost complete. Because you always need his accessories to add on to this guy. But let us grab those accessories that I have put to the side. Ah, shoot. Drop the gun. Okay, let's flip around his guns, his actual guns. And let's add these guns. And these guns are optional. these you don't have to add on to this guy, but it's optional if you guys want to. There we go. And now let's grab his wing pieces over here. Now you're supposed to insert them a specific way, but I don't know if you can. Okay, I got the wrong side. It should be looking like this. The longer piece should be closer to the front, closer to this side, and the shorter piece should be on the outside. So I think like this. Okay, I don't honestly know, so I'm gonna experiment while I'm recording. Never mind. The outer piece is supposed to be the longest. Come over here to the side, and then just fold out this, and then after that, now you can stand them up, and then come to the back. Kind of fold in his wings, and now you can grab this piece right here, and it should attach to the bottom. And you see this piece right here, you can attach this right there, and just kind of close everything together. So now he has a butt gun. I honestly don't like it there, but I'm gonna keep it there because that's for the sake of the video. But now we have, not Tiger Hawk, Razorclaw, fully transformed. Now, taking a look at him, he looks pretty decent, you know? He looks nicely decent. It just gaps right here, the front, and the head. And I think I might have did the head. Yeah, it's supposed to pull up the head. But the head does come with this little jaw piece right here, so you can open his mouth back and forward. He has guns. He has his wings, but then when you fold up his wings like this, like he's flying, it just kind of looks awkward because you have this gap right here with the guns. So yeah, but I mean, he flies, and let's just put it like this. Fold back the wings. And so yeah, so this guy looks pretty decent. I can see the biomechanical detail. You know, you have the heel right here, you have the mechanical heel, the furry foot, you have the mechanical foot, and yeah, he has the chicken legs, I guess, and then the tiger legs. It's the butt gun in the back. I don't know why, but I wouldn't add it there because it just looks kind of awkward having a butt gun. And then, you know, you have this piece, you have this little piece that represents the shoulder. And then just there's so much gapping right here. Just looks a bit weird. But he does have the mechanical hinges on his elbows for the tiger mode. Or Tiger Hawk mode, because that's what he is entirely. And instead of these guns, if you want him in fight mode, you'll flip around his guns. And now he has guns for the front and thrusters in the back. And now he can just open up his wings, you know, fold them out, and then just, you know, start flying. You know, it's just kind of funny and weird at the same time that you just have this flying Decepticon, a hawk tiger coming at you, and then he just starts eating you alive. That's kind of cool, but also weird and funny. And his underside, nothing really much. I mean, you can see the bigger chest and then the smaller back legs and all. But the thing is that his legs are very weak in the back, so it's kind of hard to pose him because of how much weight there is. But thankfully all the weight is in his front and his legs are able to support his front. It just his legs in the back kind of just are awkward just having him there. And yeah, so let's get into the articulation for the tiger mode. You have the outwards arm, you have the ratchet here for the legs, you have the elbow, the backwards elbow. You have this wrist rotation for the foot. You go up and down, a little footsy foot. Same thing for the other side. Same articulation for the wings, you know, outward, you know, inwards. And I just noticed this right now, that if you look right here, you see how it's changing? Yeah, I do. See, like that. I'm going to his back for articulation, because his back does have some articulation. He has the bird articulation, like, you know, the 360 go around. And this can go full 360 around too. He has the legs extend. He has this leg. He has a foot too. He has a foot rotation. And he has butt gun. And you know, he has this tail. And yeah, so his articulation's limited. It just this looks not good. This honestly doesn't look good. He has some jaw rotation or jaw chomping action up in the front. It's not enough gimmicks for a toy, but this is good for posing. This guy is good. It just, you're better off posing him in robot mode, because the gaps right here, there's gaps here. This does not look good up here. But yeah. So there you have Razorclaw in his Tiger mode, and there you have the review for Razorclaw. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe.